Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a movie review, and sorry if you hear that noise in the background. It's someone mowing, I think, my neighbor's lawn or whatever. Um, but yeah, I'm returning to you for a movie review, like I said, and this is for the movie Morbius that I just got done watching for this hour and 44-minute movie of what I what I'm going to say, what I thought of it in a moment. So I'm going to discuss what I watched for this movie and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. This movie review, I should say. Now, basically, it stars Jared Leto. This was a movie that should have come out like 2 years ago, honestly. And they kept delaying it and delaying it until it was supposed to be out January 28th, and then they delayed it again to this date, April 1st. And what did I think of this movie? It's so bad. It is bad. Like, the CGI effects in it are terrible. The script is too fast paced, meaning it's a rushed movie. And some of the cinematization in this movie is just forgettable. And some of the side characters in this movie, I should note, like Tyrese Gibson and some of the other characters. Marguerite, I believe, Martine or whatever is her name in the movie, the character's name. And she wasn't bad in this movie. Neither was Jared Leto's character. What is it? Michael Morbius. He has this rare blood disease or whatever, so he basically has is trying to find a cure to help him uh, with an antidote for this disease or whatever, to find the cure or whatever. So he does find a cure in a cave, and but it goes into much more explanation on where he finds that cure. He gets it from, I'm gonna say it, vampire bats. So yeah, I don't want to spoil too much of the movie, but basically you're in for a shitty ass movie if you want to watch this movie. Meaning it's really bad. I did not like this movie at all. The CGI effects, there was one scene where it showed this guy getting slashed, clawed at by his neck or whatever, and he basically did not bleed out. He wasn't bleeding intensively. It was just like a cut, and it it made it seem like it was a cut, but it was the worst CGI effect. Even the action scenes were so bad that this is just the worst movie of this year so far. It's embarrassing watching this movie, and just experiencing it is just, this movie is a waste of time, honestly. So even if you watch it, you're just gonna be wasting your time. So yeah, Matt Smith plays this surprising villain in this movie. He's a character I did not hate, and he wasn't too bad in the movie, but it's the side characters, the CGI, some of the plot, and the pacing of the movie is what really drags down the rating I'm going to give this movie. So for a score for me, I'm giving Morbius a 3.5 out of 10. Fuck this movie, for sure. I do not like this movie at all. It is probably going to be the worst movie of this year, because that's how much I hate it. Um, I don't hate it to the extent where I really loathe it, but it just seems like everything that I watched for this movie, even the post-credit scenes were pretty bad too, and didn't have anything. I know it just was forgettable. Those post-credit scenes. and it just made me hate this movie a lot more with like, oh my god, really, you gotta come up with these post-credit scenes and bring back Michael Keaton's character from Spider-Man. So yeah, that's what you're gonna see. Sorry that I spoiled it for you, but I'm not sorry at all, honestly, because I really hated this movie. So 3.5 out of 10 for Morbius. Like I said, fuck this movie. Don't recommend watching it. And I'm really sorry that I mentioned a spoiler in this movie review or whatever. Just one spoiler. I didn't mention everything else that happens in the movie, but yeah, you're basically going into this movie with a. If you're wanting to go in with an open mindset, seeing how it is, you're gonna be in for disappointment. So comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Morbius movie if you've seen it, and if you enjoyed this movie review that I did for you guys before I got to the other movies I gotta catch up on. Comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will have 2 more movie reviews to do before I get to the Batman movie, which I heard it's a lot better than this movie, because this movie's a piece of shit, honestly. So I'm sorry that I did spoil a little snippet of this movie and some things that I mentioned in the movie. I didn't mean to. It's just, if you're going into this movie hoping to like it, you're sadly mistaken, because it's not that good. In my opinion, I hated this fucking piece of shit of a movie. It's a waste of time, honestly. So yeah, but if any of you do like this movie, that's fine. That's your choice. But I don't agree, honestly, and that's just my opinion. But uh, hey, there's likes and dislikes with movies. People like what they want to like, and then other people like what they don't like, or whatever, however it goes, or whatever, for opinions and all that. But yeah, I'll be returning to you for another track review in a little bit. I was supposed to do the LMA track review. I just got busy watching Morbius for like an hour and 40 minutes, or 44 minutes, I mean to say. Hour and 44 minutes, but I really did not like this movie. I just went into this movie with a lot of moments where I fucking loathed this movie. So, at the end of the day, it's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me on it. It's just how I felt when I watched Morbius. I really hated this piece of shit. So, fuck this movie. And it can die in a hole. So, stay safe. Take care. This will be on my worst movies of 2022 for sure. And as always, I will see you in my next review.